CodeCrucks. This is Mahesh Goyani, and in this video, I am going to talk about Takagi and Sugeno method. These are the points I am going to cover in this video. We'll talk about Sugeno fuzzy inference method. That will be followed by a few examples. And last, we'll compare Mamdani and Sugeno fuzzy inference systems. As we discussed in previous video, Mamdani approach takes the rules of the form: if x1 is a1 and x2 is a2, then y is b, where a1, a2 and b are the fuzzy sets, x1, x2 are the crisp input, whereas the rules in Sugeno system is a different consequent part. It is a combination of input. So rules in Sugeno system looks like if x1 is a1 and x2 is a2, then y is f of x1 comma x2. That is, the output is directly crisp value, which is some functional form of x1 and x2. The overall crisp value corresponding to aggregated fuzzy output is calculated using weighted average defuzzification method, and this model is also known as a TSK model, as it was invented by Takagi-Sugeno and Kang in 1985. This is another very popular fuzzy inference approach after Mamdani approach. The ith rule in the system represented as if x1 is a1i and x2 is a2i and so on, and xn is a and I, then output yi corresponding to this rule can be computed by some polynomial function of inputs, maybe like a0i plus a1i x1 plus a2i x2 up to ani xn, where a0, a1 and so on are the constant. This method computes the output using weighted average method. So we need to find out weight for every rule, and weight for ith rule is computed by taking the membership value of corresponding inputs into respective fuzzy set. Wi is given as mu a1i of x1 into mu a2i of x2 into, and we have to multiply rest of the all the input parameters as shown here. And finally, we can combine those outputs and the weights as shown in this formula using weighted average method. So crisp value x star is computed as a summation over I is equal to 1 to k wi yi divided by summation of the weight, where k represents total number of rules in the system. As we discussed, the rule in this system looks like if x is a bar and y is b bar, then z is some function of input parameters x comma y. So this y could be something like this. It can be any polynomial of the input parameters x comma y. In most of the cases, system uses linear combination of input parameters because it is easy to compute. As degree of this polynomial increases, system gets more and more complex, as well as it would be more computationally intensive also. Let us try to understand it with the example. We are given two fuzzy inputs I1 and I2, and they are represented by three fuzzy sets L, M and H, and I2 is represented by three fuzzy sets NR, FR and VF. The range for the crisp value for every fuzzy set is also shown in the diagram. We have to find out the corresponding crisp value for I1 is equal to 6 and I2 is equal to 2.2. From the diagram, we can see that I1 is equal to 6.0 is present in two fuzzy class with some different membership value. It is present in set M as well as in L, whereas I2 is equal to 2.2 is present in fuzzy set FR and VF. So we need to calculate the membership value of given inputs in their corresponding fuzzy sets. We have already discussed the computation of membership value for particular input in respective fuzzy set in Mamdani approach. Let me discuss it once again here. We'll compute here the membership value of input I is equal to 6.0 for fuzzy class L. So the red part shown here is enlarged here. We can see that base of this varies from 5 to 10. We need to find out height y, or we can say the membership value of 6.0 in this particular fuzzy set. Using similar triangle rule, we can say that height of smaller triangle divided by height of larger triangle, that is y by 1.0, is equal to width of smaller triangle, that is 10 minus 6, divided by width of larger triangle, that is 10 by 5. If we solve this equation, this will give us the height of the smaller triangle, that is y, is equal to 0.8. As this y represents membership value of I1 is equal to 6.0 in L class or in L set, we will call this y as mu L, or which represents membership value of input I1 is equal to 6.0 in fuzzy set L. In identical way, we can compute the membership value for rest of all the combinations, and we will get mu m is equal to 0.2, mu fr is equal to 0.8, and mu vf is equal to 0.2. Based on this combination, we will get four different rules. I1 is L and I2 is FR. I1 is L and I2 is equal to VF. I1 is M and I2 is equal to FR, and I1 is M and I2 is VF. So corresponding to these four rules, we have to compute weight of each rule. We already have discussed how to compute the weight. Rule 1 says I1 is L and I2 is FR. So we have to take multiplication of mu L and mu FR to compute the weight of first rule. To compute the weight of second rule, we need to calculate membership value of I1 in L and I2 in VF. To compute the weight of rule 3, we should multiply the membership value of I1 in M and I2 in FR, that is mu M into mu FR, and in similar way we can compute the weight of fourth rule. The consequent part of rules in Sugeno system is always some linear combination of input parameters. So assume that these equations are given to compute the output parameters yi's. By putting appropriate values of I1 and I2 in all these four equations, we will get different yi's. So this is the summary of wi and yi we have computed from the previous two slides. To compute the crisp value corresponding to Sugeno system, we have to apply weighted average defuzzification method. The equation is already known to us. We will put the appropriate value in this equation, and finally this method will give us the crisp value x star is equal to 12.04. Let us talk one more example. We are given two fuzzy outputs, and it contains fuzzy sets small and large, and we are given four rules. X1 is small, X2 is small. Then the functional consequent part of this would be y1 is equal to minus x1 plus x2 plus 1. So for each of the four combination, we are given such functional combination. We have to compute the crisp output corresponding to input x1 is equal to 1.5 and x2 is equal to 2.5. We are already given the membership value of x1 and x2 in their respective fuzzy set. X1 is having membership value 0.3 in small and 0.8 in large, whereas x2 has membership value 0.4 in small set and 0.7 in the large set. We are already given the functional part of the consequent. So we just have to simply put values of x1 and x2 in these equations, and we can easily compute yi as shown here. There are two different ways to compute the weight of ith rule. Either we can take multiplication of membership value of variables in the rule. Another approach is that we can take minimum membership value of those two variables. In first example, we have followed the first approach, that is we took the multiplication of membership value of the variables in the given rule. Here we will find out the minimum value of the membership value, and that we will consider as a weight of the rule. The weight of rule 1 would be W1 is equal to minimum of mu x1 comma mu x2, which represents the membership value of x1 in set small. Similarly, mu x2 represents membership value of x2 in set small. So that would be minimum of 0.3 comma 0.4, that is 0.3. In identical way, we can compute the weight of the rest of the rules. This is what weight and output we computed corresponding to every rule. By putting this value in the equation of weighted area defuzzification method, we will get crisp output as 3.26. This is how Sugeno fuzzy inference system is working. Mamdani approach is one of the most popularly known method, and it is widely accepted for capturing the expert knowledge. Mamdani approach is having a high interpretability because its rules are quite simple, so it is easy to understand or interpret for human. However, due to computation of area, this method is quite time consuming, whereas Sugeno method is computationally quite easy, does not require to compute area of fuzzy output function. This method works well for the optimization problem, and most of the real world problems are optimization problem, and hence this method is quite acceptable, or it has been proved good in design of dynamic nonlinear systems. This method is quite accurate, it's precise, but it suffers from low interpretability. That's it for today, folks. See you in next video. If you think this video was useful to you, then please like, comment and share. Don't forget to subscribe the channel CodeCrucks. Press the bell icon for the notification of latest videos. Stay connected, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.